Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Looking at the camera. Okay.
Oh my God. Anywho. So you just decided to drop in today. I don't even know why you're here, but I'm glad you're here. And so I was recording, and now I commandeered you, even though you were complaining at me, to come sit. So I've got 3 questions for you.
Sure.
What does it take, in your opinion, to be a good agent?
So I think my biggest thing is you need to always put your client first. Always do the best job possible for your client, because this is a referral-based industry. Number 2 is you got to constantly reinvent yourself. I'm constantly trying new avenues to lead gen and get more business.
If you don't follow him on Instagram, he's always reinventing himself with some of his listing videos. They're epic. You should follow him.
And speaking of that, you got to think outside the box, you know? I mean, that's the biggest thing. Everybody's so cookie cutter. They're just posting, just listed, just sold. People don't care about that. People want to relate to you. People want to work with people they are friends with. So they want to know that they can connect with you on more than just a business level.
So last year you almost did 2 units a month. You're an excellent agent. When being on 24/7 as an agent, how do you balance being a father to young kids and a good husband?
I don't know. I don't. A lot of the time, it's just chaos. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing I need to work on this year, is setting up more structure so I can, work from this time to this time and then still be there in my kid's life.
Oh my God, if I did a time blocking class, would you listen to it?
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it. Like half the stuff I do. I mean, I need to. It's getting over that hurdle to start doing things, because it's like we all want to do these things, but then it's like when it actually comes into play, we don't do it. We'll start it for like a week and then we'll fall off. So that's actually a question. What do you do to constantly stay motivated to follow your time blocking?
Oh my gosh, so it's more than one process. So one, I create time blocking. I write out what I want my time blocking to look at. I write that down and then I put it in Google Sheets. And then I write down all the problems with like how I'm not going to get this accomplished, what I'm not going to do. And then I kind of tweak it. And then I put it on my calendar and I run that play for 2 weeks the best that I can. And then I say, okay, this didn't work, this didn't work, this didn't work. So I go back and revise it again. So the actual yearly time block schedule takes like 5 evolutions to it. But it's more than that. Not only do you have to have like a CRM running to make sure you accomplish all the things, like everything has its place. Well, every process helps the time blocking. So that's 1. And then 2, you have to have a software running like a Monday.com or an Asana that's workflow management. So you are on task all the time. So it's like evolutions in technology.
And that's what I feel like.
But I'm a mom of 3, so...
Well, you said something to me about if I were to start over.
Right. So my last question. Thank you for jumping the shark.
Yeah.
Is that how you use that term? Thank you for jumping the shark. My last question.
Sure.
If you were to start off today, what would you do differently? You've learned a lot.
So my biggest regret, and I told somebody this who was brand new and was asking me what they would do. So obviously don't pay attention. This industry is a lot of smoke and mirrors, right? Like people aren't making the money they say they're making. Half the time people driving the fancy cars aren't making the money to drive those cars. So don't get lost in that. And also database. Right? My biggest regret going back is like now I'm trying to input all these past clients and all these, like, sure, I have a spreadsheet, right? But I'm trying to input everybody into a database and it's stressful.
Like a CRM?
If I would have just started from the beginning, one at a time, I'm sure I would be doing more business too, because I would be in front of those people.
I would double down on that. I would say having that CRM is not just the database of people, but it can also be built to yell at you and tell you when to follow up. It could yell at you about birthdays or home anniversary. I mean, it could be your work's lifeblood right there. So yes, I would say you hit the nail on the head that the CRM is the most pivotal thing you can set up.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Because, like I said, when it comes down to it, this business is always going to be referral based. Regardless of leads or anything like that, when it comes down to it, it's always going to be referral based. The top people, they're doing business because they're referred business. So
I appreciate you for just coming up here and doing this with me.
Yeah.
I think you started
I
something.
don't know how it's going to turn out.
It's going to be
Well,
fun.
hopefully you don't actually post this, but I feel like you
Thank you, Hanlon.